Hello, welcome to Algorithms. My name is Saurabh, and today we are going to discuss about SOAR solution analysis and recommendation. Those who are new to SOAR, it is security orchestration, automation, and response solution. It is not a plug and play kind of a product, but it has got a lot of libraries and out of the box use cases and integrations when you plan to implement. Plus, it is more of a convergence of security orchestration and automation, security incident response, and threat intelligence platform capabilities into a single solution. So, when you plan to implement any source solution, we recommend that you start with a defined set of processes and workflows. Make sure you include professional services as well if your organization does not have a lot of experience in this area, and then put a contingency plan as well in case your vendor is acquired by a mega vendor, because a lot of niche companies in these areas are getting acquired by big corporations. So you have to have a strategy in place to make sure that you address those areas. Now, this is very simple presentation, and these components I already explained, but as you see, this is at a very high level for the executives to understand that detection, triage, response, and prioritization, how it happens, and what are the areas like in the detection areas, how you collect the data, how you make the decision, which endpoints are you going to cover, what are the different devices, and so on and so forth. That it all depends on the use case, but I'm just or the motivation behind implementing a source solution. But the at a very high level, these are the four major areas that you start with before jumping on the architecture or the features of a solution. From the types of SOAR solution, if you look at its evolution from 2015, so we had vulnerability assessment, we had threat vulnerability management, and orchestration and automation tools. So you see that it has started with the detection, then assessment, then response, and then mitigation. And then over the period of time, all these three converged into a SOAR platform, and it addresses four common use cases, which is security operations center optimization, threat monitoring and response, threat investigation and hunting, threat intelligence management. So these are the four common areas. So for instance, in your organization, if you figure out that okay, we need to address SOC optimization, then the whole strategy is going to be different in terms of how you plan for implementation, how the architecture looks like, what are the different features you should look at in your solution, and so on and so forth. Okay. And there are a couple of other points as well that you need to understand. So, SOAR challenges. So, for instance, what are the challenges that your organization is trying to address? As I said, that is the use case, okay, but I'm talking in terms of at a very basic level. For instance, alert overload. So since your organization is using too many security tools, and every security tool or solution is generating alert, and this becomes a big pain point for the security team. Disparate tools, you have got so many tools in your organization, and then managing those tools, make sure those tools are upgraded and they are addressing the latest vulnerabilities, or they are capturing the latest vulnerabilities while scanning your solution, or what sort of a scan you are doing. Similarly, talent shortage, since you have so much to do, but talent shortage is a known issue in the in this area. Manual process, there are a lot of security experts who have got the process in their head. They leave the organization, and then the new person is relying on the old documentation, which is not updated. So that is another big challenge which is being faced by every other organization. And now, how do you address those challenges? Orchestration and automation of alerts, investigation. For instance, now you don't need to deal with the multiple tools. Workbench, so now you have automation of alerts using playbook, and you can and then there will be just some alerts that you need to work on because most of them are automated. Talent shortage, now you don't need to deal with the different tools. You have one workbench, and you can set up according to your preference, so you are very much productive in terms of what you need to do from your job perspective. Reporting insights, so one is the tactical reporting and the second is the compliance reporting. So a lot of security folks, they spend whole day in developing these compliance reports or tactical reports, that okay, what are the tools which are effective, what are the new rules they need to implement in their configuration. But with the SOAR implementation, you have most of these things already incorporated. As I said, it is not just one tool, it is a mix of different solutions. Okay. Now, from the recommendation perspective, I guess I already covered uh, what I wanted to communicate. From the use case driven perspective, uh, you have to have a proper use case. I explained 4 or 5 use case, but if you have something else, or you might have a sub use case of what I explained, then have it very clear. It has to be objectively defined. The second area where I have seen organizations facing challenge is they have automation playbook, they have playbooks, and they have automated tools. Now how do you migrate those scripts or those tools to your SOAR platform? It has to be easy, so your migration has to be easy once you go for a single platform. Then collaboration, since there are multiple security analysts working on the same problem, so do you have any kind of messaging solution within your SOAR platform that helps you communicate with your team members in a secure way? You can share documents. Those sort of things are very important. Collaborate the dashboards, or you can work on the same document or solution at the same time. Predictable pricing, that's another area. A lot of vendors are lagging behind because their pricing is so complicated that if you ask them, okay, how much I need to pay in next 2 years, they will give you so many options, and if you don't have experience folks within your organizations, they will not be able to negotiate, because to have somebody negotiate, they need to have the broader and deeper understanding of the architecture, implementation, and different features based upon the use case that you are trying to address now and in next couple of years. Deployment and hosting is another challenge. Means if you are looking for an on-premise solution, first of all it is going to be expensive, and then deployment is going to be cumbersome because you have to manage, and then you have to hire folks who are going to manage these solution from the infrastructure perspective. Hosting has to be easy. Cloud plus on-premise integration is preferred, and some part of cloud, because there is a shared responsibility model, so a lot of aspects are covered by the cloud vendors, but it comes with a cost. Again, it has to be evaluated at the end of the day based upon the use case, based upon the budget, and based upon what value that your organization is going to get at the end of the day. So these are the 5 recommendations, and these are not generic, because we have looked at so many documents, plus we worked with so many customers, and we realized these are the top 5 recommendations which kind of helps every organization, because sometimes we look at the use case but we forget to look at the migration part. Pricing, I guess most of the organization, they look at the pricing, but the acquisition part that I just explained is sometimes kind of a missed. Collaboration, again, as I said, if you have expertise within your organization, it's great. If not, then you should get somebody from a professional services company who have worked extensively on this platform and can help you with this implementation. I guess this is it from my side. Thank you very much for watching this presentation at the end. Till the end, please leave the comment if you have any, and subscribe the video. Thank you very much. Have a great day.